Subprocesses with an inlaid message. Okay, here we're going to see another type of subprocess with an inlaid message, and it's exactly the same as the previous one we just saw. It's exactly the same as an SPT. The only difference here is instead of controlling by time, we're going to control by the input of a message in the process, input of data in the process. So here again, the flow arrives, it activates the IS, and again we have a mandatory sequence. We have an IS, a DA, an EM, and an FN. If the flow reaches this FN that comes from the EM, then the subprocess outlet that's going to be activated is this one here. But if all these activities, we already mentioned that whatever's in here could be 2 tasks, but it could also be several gateways, lots of different personal tasks, system tasks, events, etc. Okay, so this is whatever we want. This is just an example where we've added 2 tasks, but it could be whatever we want. So if the flow arrives the FN that's not connected to this EM, then it would go out through this other outlet. Okay, so it's exactly the same as the other example we just saw for the SPT. The only difference is here, instead of controlling by time, we're controlling by the input of a message. We have a mandatory sequence of objects. In this case, instead of being an IS, a DA, an ET, and an FN, we have an IS, a DA, an EM, and an FN. Okay, so this is the correct way to diagram and to use an SPM by using this mandatory sequence inside of it. And obviously here we can add whatever we want.